My dear family members, namaskaram to all of you. As the book says, the life made simple. I never had an intention to have a release function like this. The first copy, when I reached two copies, my postal address is very bad. My honor is here. The letter delivered by Mrs. Swagata for a dance program on November 7th reached me yesterday. That credential I have on my postal address. So the book, when it went for a reading on the proofreading, it came and went back, address is not seen. And therefore this was, I just told him, print as it is, doesn't matter. I don't have to read the proof. Therefore the copy which I have to see, I just asked to post on Southern Apartments, it's Riordan's address. So that's the time when I saw my book first. That's where when Shobhanti gave me at the temple in the evening. So what I did is I have just given it to the Guruvayurappa temple. And that was a very auspicious day. It happened to be on, my niece was here, my brother-in-law was here, and Shobhanti was there. People were there around me. So then I gave one copy, another copy to Rajan to read. So Rajan said, we will have a release function. Shobhanti also said, we will have. Then I said, you just do it. And Dinagaran, who was a first photographer, was around. He said, we will do the arrangement. And everything what is done is by them. I'm so thankful to them for this. And my intention was meeting Agavur, Professor Agavur was to give one book for review. That was a collection of poems which I have written for last 12 months and 27 poems. He has assured that today he will give me the comment. Okay, so then I gave this book also to him. So that is how I started. And the relation with Agavur sir, as he said, is through my guru. He knew me before I landed here. And Radhakrishnan sir was the person who spoke to me first, because he got information that I was here. Knew or saw him, but he spoke to me. To be very frank, the place where I am staying, I got through an internet connection. So we have a lot of people know over Delhi. Before I landed, I know many people. And Suresh was one person whom I met. I did not meet him, but I know him very closely and he knows me very closely. And I think we have Rajala here, who is a close friend of mine. So one talk on Pushpa Vihar, and we had a lot of discussions after that. So a lot of people, a lot of contacts, a lot of satsang, a virtual satsang through internet. I was very reluctant to work on internet, to be very frank. My office had a lot of restrictions and my wife used to use. And she says, no, why can't you get it? I said, no, this is something which I cannot do now. And then my two sons were on internet. And then my wife says, no, you must go and see where they are going. And I found most of my relatives are their close friends. Many of the relatives whom I have not met for the last 20 years. They're all in Australia, Europe, US. All of them are there in that. Otherwise, I will not even communicate to them. So it was a just family get together, but over a period of 3 months, I had more than 1,000 invitations of friendship. And I have to start 3 parallel mirror for my profile, because my asset in this world is more than 5 lakh of students, out of which more than 1 lakh of students are teachers. Because I was a director for training college, and every Kerala visit I make it a point I will talk to at least 2 training colleges. And all the teachers are my students. And I have got a lot of students who are much more elder than me. It so happened in Guruvayur, when I gave a lecture on personality development, all of them are above 60s. When they want to develop their personality. Because nowadays the spiritual lectures are for people who don't have any other job. Those who talk are also like that. I remember when I went to Ernakulam 8 years back to give a lecture on a NSS program, NSS Karyoga. Booked a ticket from Ernakulam to Trivandrum, putting my age as 62. Because they have thought a person who have to talk about Gita have to be above 60. That's what the concept they have. And luckily or unluckily, when I entered in the first class compartment, the TT came and looked at me and looked at my ticket. And he was looking at both notes, because I got scared, maybe he will catch me. And he said, you are Dr. Shashi Kumar? Yes. Then he touched my feet and said, no, I have attended your lecture 3 years back. Fine. So there is a lot of acceptance when people listen to you. I'm sure Sushila madam had a lot of reservations to talking to me, but it just got changed when Radhakrishnan ji know that they are related to each other. And I know Ravi, and Ravi is there on the backside. A lot of questions and answers were there, but I never knew that Ravi and Radhakrishnan ji have got that relation. But when he came to Uttaravari Temple, we were sharing this information, then we know they are very close to each other.